and welcome back to the Squadcast, the official podcast of Glasgow Warriors. Thank you for tuning in once again, and thank you for staying with us over our completely and utterly scheduled mid-season break, which is definitely how we're going to say this, and not just 3 weeks of...
2 weeks sabbatical.
Yeah. Yes, that was completely planned and wasn't down to me being ill one week and Murphy being ill the next week. And then last week, I think we just decided, let's just have a break.
Yeah. Needed
it. You are back. You are fully fighting fit again.
Yeah. Got this week to go to tick off the boxes and then available for selection for Cardiff, thankfully.
Fantastic. Another man who should be available for selection for Cardiff, unless he's not telling us something, is this week's guest, who looks very worried now.
Touch some wood or something.
Tom Jordan, how are you?
I'm really good, thanks. Yeah,
it was really good.
Thanks for having me. No, I am fine. So
you are fine, yes. We can confirm. You even got a physio check in after this just to make sure you're completely fine. That's it, completely fine. We will do a quick recap of the last couple of weeks because obviously it's been a fairly busy 2-3 weeks in both Glasgow rugby and Scottish rugby. So should we start with player news or match news first? What do you reckon?
Let's go match
news. So Club of Virgin Night against the Dragons, first of all. I mean, it feels like an age ago now. It's basically nearly a month ago.
Yeah.
But obviously, TJ, you were involved in that game. For starters, how great a night was it to be here at Scots in front of a sold out crowd, repping you were the Air Socks, weren't you?
Yeah, I was repping the Air Socks. I don't think I had probably the shipping times to get some socks over from NZ was probably a bit long, but I saw a lot of the boys actually ordering their coloured socks online, which I didn't think of, so probably could have done a bit better there. But no, I was repping Air. Shout out to Air RFC and the Bulls. But yeah, it was a great night, a great crowd, and the boys put on a good performance. And I think we all had some good fun, and it probably set the tone for the last few weeks of training without the international boys. So no, it was awesome, man. We
touch on the shipping times required for socks, or if you're Josh Mackay, you just wear Everton socks. Apparently, That's the random thing for that.
Seemed to work. Did he break the record for the
fastest try in club history? Yeah.
What was it?
30 seconds on the dot.
It's impressive.
Absolute weapon, that guy.
Yeah, that's impressive.
He's something special on that night as well. Obviously, you set up Mr. Afshar for his try as well. I think he owes you a few ones for that.
Yeah, he was celebrating with everyone else and didn't actually come over to me and shake my hand. Keep running away, so...
Well, you got
to teach that guy some manners, eh? Respect your elders.
You got over the whitewash yourself a couple of weeks later against Benetton at Treviso. Nice little flying finish from yourself as well. Do you want to touch on the diving pool that you had at the end there?
Yeah, I haven't scored a try in a little bit, so I didn't really... I had a bit of head noise driving over the line, but just had to hit the mana wave.
It was a white
happening over in New Zealand at the moment.
Someone was saying that you had to pull on the brakes when Staff got his try against Treviso. He said that you could have got it. We were watching it at home. The commentator was like, "You could have got it." And
kick through.
Yeah, but you just
I thought he was going to pick it up.
Yeah.
And then he was sprinting so fast. I was like, "Is he going to pick this up, or is he just going to?" And then he kicked it ahead because I thought he was going to get there first and just pop it to me. But yeah, selfish. He's pretty hungry. So
yeah.
For tries.
Starving.
It's been a good couple of weeks for us from on the pitch, up joint second in the URC. Next up, Cardiff a week on Friday.
Tickets.
There we go, back after 3 weeks. 7:35 kickoff, BKT URC, get here and help us cheer on the boys on the field.
What day is it?
Friday.
Oh.
Friday the 22nd of March.
I thought it was Saturday for some reason.
But it's not. Don't turn up on Saturday, you'll have missed
Friday
again.
night. Friday Night Lights.
Friday Night Lights. So we've done the on-pitch news. Off the field, a lot of player contracts.
Busy.
Indeed.
A lot of cash going out this bodybuilding
20 season, I'd say.
We'll start with our last guest on the Squadcast, which was Mr. Dobie.
Yeah.
Who's put pen and paper on a new deal with him. I'm just going to fly through this because we've got a lot to kick through from it. So one word, Jamie Dobie's re-signing.
Fantastic.
Prodigy.
Yeah, thank you for that one. Hugh Jones.
Cha-ching.
I mean, I don't even know if that's a word or whatever. TJ, do you want to go with that, or are you just going to run with that one?
All right. Cha.
Oh, no, it's great to see Shuggy sticking around the place. Just touched on him earlier. Ben Afshar, going to come to you first, TJ?
For one word.
For one word. Apparently respect is where we're going with this.
Yeah. Manners.
Oh, Murph.
Music.
Yes, we should probably touch on that as well. And then
New album out.
What's
I forgot what the album's called.
Intimidation Tactics.
That's the one. Intimidation Tactics.
EP available on Spotify.
There's also a new single that's coming out soon. which is my favourite that he's shown me. So stay tuned for that. I don't think
Oh.
he's even teased it yet. So.
But you've had a bit of a tease.
Oh, I've heard the whole thing, and it's pretty cracked.
Murphy's the number one.
Yeah.
Truly teased.
It's good. It's good. Very good.
And then last one on the contracts announced today, Jack Mann.
Oh, unreal.
How good?
Yeah, how good. Well deserved by him. I think he's been working hard. Unfortunate with a couple of injuries, but
Yeah, he's been through the ringer, hasn't he?
yeah. But when he's got his crack, like when he played his last season, he was unreal for us, and good to see. Good to see.
Good to see that hard work doesn't go unnoticed as well.
Yeah,
Like it's all a lot of his hard work for the past. I mean, for the past couple of months has been off the field, but even with his concussion history, he was still training, but just with a pink bib on and non-contact, and he was still training the house down. So he's been grafting pretty hard for the past, I would say, year. So it's good to see.
Yeah.
Does he still hold the title as the most shredded man in the club, which I think you christened him with?
It'd be hard to take.
Yeah, it's hard to take off him. As much as I hope he doesn't
He's
listen
been
to
in
this.
the lab. He's been in the chamber for a bit.
He's
Wolverine.
don't know where he got that from, because I know his dad, Chris, and I don't know where the genes came from there. Milkman.
Anyway, we will crack on with the Squadcast properly. You should all know the rules by now, but if you don't, in front of Murphy and TJ, there is the hat full of Squadcast and ours, including a few that aren't in the hat this week, because we're going to make sure we get to them, because they've been submitted over the last 3 weeks and we've not had a chance to ask them. Your job, TJ, is to answer them best you can, make sure everybody has a good time listening to this podcast. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
He's ready.
So
Crack on. Dive in. Yeah.
Biggest rugby nose at the club from Rory.
Rory in St Andrews, biggest fan.
Rory and St Andrews, who I think is now appointing himself as a nose now. He knows where that one goes.
He could be the answer for that.
He very, very probably would be the answer for that. Yeah.
Biggest rugby nose.
Murchie. Murchie's always got his laptop out.
Yeah.
Can't get away from him. The notorious
That's a good
laptop.
Yeah.
But players-wise, I don't know.
Mert struggles to articulate when he's got the laptop. I remember Ollie telling me a story where Mert was obviously showing him a couple of clips and trying to demonstrate what he wants him to do. And Ollie could tell that he really wanted to articulate with his arms and do his little demonstrations. So Ollie was like, Mert, let me start you there. I'll hold the laptop. Held the laptop, and Mert was like up in the office doing like little demonstrations for him. But yeah, Mert is a good call.
Fair.
Players?
There's a shake of the head there.
I've done mine. Yours. I'll probably get in more trouble saying merch than you will.
Yeah, I would. Well, from a forwards point of view, I'd say Ali Miller.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of Ali Miller,
Very speaking of it, you're very timely.
topical.
Indeed.
Congrats to Ali Miller.
Yeah.
First call up. First call up. Yep.
First in a while, yes.
Yeah, and it's obviously off for the back of some good form, i.e. Bayonne.
Yeah, I mean, we could just bask in that try forever if I was Ali, to be honest.
I mean, I would if I was him.
He then scored the following week as well against Edinburgh, which everybody kind of is forgetting, I
Yeah,
think,
true.
just because it wasn't a 30-yard skinner winger on the outside.
Yeah, but no, quality from Ali. But yeah, he is, from the forwards point of view, the rugby knows, because every single week he's heading the books, heading the laptop, getting all the lineouts. He literally writes every single option that the opposition runs in his notepad and then brings it obviously to units.
Yeah.
But that's part of the reasons why our set piece is going so well.
I was going to say, it's working, clearly, from the line-out side of
So
things.
Ali Miller, knows.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Who's yours?
Sorted.
You said, well, you just go with merch.
Yeah, that's it.
Fine.
I'm not asking more than I need to. After Doc Robson lifted the Calcutta Cup, which non-coach staff member is most likely to lift a trophy for Glasgow Warriors? From Rory.
Again. Yeah, this. He sent us 2, and we've had 3 weeks to not ask them, so we're going to ask them both back to back.
Non-coach staff member. Oh, right. Yeah, I got
So
you.
rule out Franco, Murch, Nigel, and Al Dickinson. Who's the person that's getting asked up to lift?
Oh, Shizzle, for sure. 100%. And then we'd lift him up as well.
Would we need to
Throw him about.
Fiji style lifting like the wee.
Yeah.
Would we need to ask Shizzle? Would Shizzle, yeah, no,
He'd
it'd
be
be right
straight
front
in
and
there.
centre. No.
Oh, no, I think you'd have to get him in, but once you got him in, you're right. He'd be in a world of his own there.
Longest serving staff member at the club by a pretty considerable distance, I think, at this point as well.
Did you not crown him with a nickname Chicken?
No, I'm not always chicken. I'm just straight shiz.
Shizzler.
Shizzler.
But where is the chicken coming from a start? Just did, yeah.
He's just got like 100 nicknames, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair.
Just develop your relationship with him and just call him what you want.
Yeah.
100 nicknames, 100 stories, I think, as well.
Yeah, plenty of stories.
I mean, try to think of anyone else that would Pump. Pump loves a bit of fame. Pump loves a bit of limelight. Studo, I remember this is actually quite a funny story as well. But so Matt Ferguson and Alex, his fiance, live across the road. And Alex was out walking Maple the Dalmatian one day, and there's like a wee route around Scotstoun or something. Yeah. And Alex was in a blind panic and lost a dog, and Matt phoned Pump, being like, "Oh, can you help?" Like, so Pump, Studo, and a couple of the other staff went out to try and find Maple. Studo was like in bushes on his hands, and he's getting covered in mud, like searching for her. Eventually gets her, hands Pump the lead, being like, "Here she is." Pump's walking away up to Alex, like, "Oh, here you go, here, I found her." Knight in shining armour. So, and then Alex obviously said thanks to Pump and gave him a big hug and stuff, and nothing to Studo. So Stu's so salty for that now that they call him the hero or something.
He never brings it up.
No.
It's a very rarely brought up story.
So yeah, Pump would love a bit of limelight, but yeah, Pump or Shizzler.
Fair enough.
Right. Who would be on your Glasgow Warriors Mount Rushmore from Andrew?
Yeah, now this is sparked by you nominating about 12 different people to be a statue outside the stadium. Yeah. So we're expanding that. I mean,
Is this four greatest Warriors of all time?
Yeah. Four all-timers.
Somewhat less practical to put outside Scotland than a statue, but also better for the indecisive amongst us.
I'm sure you could AI some sort of...
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Make a big poster or something, stick it on the wall.
Have you seen the URC's AI work ahead of the Six Nations games this weekend?
No.
Oh, go and have a look at it. It's interesting.
Okay.
We love the guys at the URC. If you happen to be listening, we love you. But,
like when they put Josh Mackay as the Hobbit.
Oh, yeah.
AI Hobbit.
Yep.
It's a tough one. Tough one to take. Right, so Mount Rushmore. Jeez. You could go with so many players.
Yeah. There is too many to pick from.
So you're doing this is probably where you go. Do you want to do 2 forwards, 2 backs? Do you want to do like players you've played with, players against? Could be however you want to do it.
How many Warriors are there?
359 as it stands.
I reckon like Wilson. I'd just probably say like from guys that I know that I've actually met.
Yeah.
I'd probably go like Rob Harley.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wilson. Probably Nico Matawalu.
They're my
Pete
three.
Horn, I'd say.
That is a strong four.
That's a very strong four.
They all capture different aspects of Glasgow.
I also feel like if you put those 4 on a Mount Rushmore style things, you get Rob and Pete doing like the sort of classic sort of hero pose, and then I've no idea what you get from Wilson and Nico, but it would be
they'd be like in the middle.
Yeah, it'd be just chaos.
No, that is a great 4. I don't think I could argue with that.
Any changes?
No, well, the first 3, I was nailed down,
Yeah.
and then Horny as well.
Yeah.
Get merch up there.
Yeah. Make it a 15 full merch.
Yeah. But yeah, there actually is too many to pick from.
There's a lot of choices, and I think everybody's going to have their own
like the fuzzies,
their own opinions.
The Centurions as well.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, wild. But good 4, strong 4.
DTH as well.
DTH. Tommy.
Go all day, couldn't we?
We could go all day. Finn, yeah. A few others.
Yeah, a few others.
Xander for you, Murphy?
Sione Vailanu.
Big Z.
Cole Forbes.
Take up the whole mountain.
Cole Forbes.
Colin.
Hey, Cole, if you're listening.
Hey, he's doing well, isn't he?
He is doing well, yeah. Landed on his feet.
2 games to the Blues. Yep. But no, when I watched some of the games when they were over in Japan for pre-season, he was carving up. So
nice.
It's good to see.
Speak to him often?
Yeah, pretty often, eh? Catch up over the old Snapchat.
Nice. Saw, speaking of Warriors, saw Sammy J was in the building yesterday.
Oh, was he really?
He's got some time off and was coming in to do a little bit of rehab and recovery. Once a Warrior, always a Warrior.
Yeah.
So
speaking of guys that have been flying, he's been sorting well for Breve at the start of this season.
Yeah. Speaking of other players, Seba was over at visiting Domingo at the weekend.
Nice.
Watched the 15-all draw, he said, in the pouring rain.
Yep.
So he's all missing us, so thanks to Mingy.
Yes. Every time I see highlights from Domingo and Oyonnax, it does just seem to be raining. So I wonder if Oyonnax is just like the Glasgow of France.
Must be. Well, he's used to it now.
Yeah, he's very used to it now.
Tough one. Go to France, it's just raining.
It's not what he signed up for.
No.
Right, onwards. Who spends the longest in front of the mirror? From Kay Wheeler. Thanks, Kay.
Submitted through Twitter a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, is that an at?
It is an at. I just butchered the writing of it.
Like
It's
a
all right.
scribble.
Yeah, it pretty much was. Yeah.
Right, longest in front of the mirror. Have you got anyone in mind?
Nobody sticks out at the moment, but I've got a feeling it'll be more. It's so cliche, but like more of a back than a forward.
TJ, do you want to respond to that?
Like, we don't really have anyone like that.
I
would say, I don't know. Lucio's always coming up with like different haircuts and moisturizing and all, like he's always looking after himself.
Yeah,
it's probably if you actually counted how long he was in front of the mirror, probably not looking at himself, but
he's down in London at the minute with the Pumas. Seems to be having a good time, as much as you can have a good time with fitness testing.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's
good to see.
He posted something recently on his socials, like his week off was like from here to Treviso, Treviso to Amsterdam, like Paris, and Paris to London, and then he's gonna go to London, and it doesn't look fun.
Globetrotter.
Traveling man, yeah. Right, I'm just gonna go Lucio because
for sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who else. I know Gregor Brown loves a haircut. Like he can't go 2 weeks without having a haircut. 2 weeks is like pushing it. That's like usually every week. I feel
like I remember when Gregor started to come through into the senior team, he had longer hair and then seemed to sort of not like shoulder length or anything, just like fringe.
But now that he's obviously, he was frequent before he got injured, he just needs to keep his look up.
Yeah, all about the image.
Yeah, always. But there's no like. I'm trying to think because, like, for example, in the national team, like Duan, everything has to be perfect with his hair and all sorts. There's nobody really at Glasgow like that. Matt Fag tries. He tries, but it doesn't go down very well.
It's tough.
I need tens. So RT isn't that fast. Donkey's not that fast. Donkey's past it. His looks are gone.
I feel like we're just talking about past it from an image-wise point of view.
Rugby-wise, he's like fine wine, but...
Which warrior would you want to go into business with? My answer is Henco Venter.
Oh, yeah?
He's already an established businessman over in Durban. I think he's got good business nous to him. He's always on the phone, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah.
Always on the track on the blower.
Yeah.
International minutes getting up. So I think Henco knows what he's talking about. So probably if he took me under his wing, maybe I could expand the business into the UK.
And NZ.
And NZ. I've kind of got good global reach, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, Henco, if you want a business partner, you can hit me up.
Yeah.
Won't ask for a lot.
Just a 1% share in a $1 million company, you'd be fine.
Yeah, maybe a range, maybe the Defender. Can have it.
Land Rover, are you listening?
Plug.
Trying to think who else. I know some boys are big into their cryptocurrencies at the moment because there's been a big boom and all that guff.
It's been Mr. Dell.
Are you into it?
No, definitely not. I have no idea how it works, but I'm aware.
I don't either.
Delhi's
Seba, Deli, Ollie and Gregor.
Too,
there's a few boys that are big into it. Kebs, I think. But business strategy wise, I would go RT.
Yeah.
Since he's got his lawyer degree.
You'd be fairly safe.
Can turn him into like a solicitor and he can do all the paperwork.
You'd be the man in the chair that does things.
Just make him do all the rubbish jobs while you do whatever business.
So what you're saying is basically you set yourself up as the face of the business and RT can do all that.
Yeah, he's in the back. He's in the back room doing computer, pen and paper, signing things, jumping through hoops and all that guff.
Yeah, I mean, no argument there.
Yeah.
Yeah, seems to work.
So RT. Last one?
Last one.
Right, from @Marcel217. Which teammate would make the best tour guide? do want to pick a place where they're touring as
Yeah,
well.
touring
So-
here or touring Scotland?
Yeah,
Touring
Glasgow or what?
We can go one Glasgow, one abroad if you want.
All right, so someone to show you around Glasgow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Did you get shown about when you first came over? Or what? Because you were originally at Ayr, but they just like get in there.
Yeah, not really.
Did you get shown about Ayr?
Yeah, it wasn't much to see
Yeah.
in either, really. It was like, well, go to Botanics. Oh, yeah, go to Calvin Grove. There's a cafe. Oh, sweet, that's it.
You did also have the part of you came in just before COVID, so there wasn't an awful lot of exploring time
Yeah.
for you.
I don't know. If I was abroad, who's got some good knowledge? I think I'd have like a duo. I would have someone serious, like, I don't know, someone serious, like giving all the facts. But then I'd have like Sione Vailanu sort of like bringing the energy and like
Getting lost. And
coming up with some randomness, you know,
Yeah.
in there and just having a laugh. Because he would be quite funny if he was like a tour guide in Rome, you know,
Yeah.
like if he was like over the speaker. I think that would be hilarious.
I do now kind of
Imagine-
want a travel documentary of
imagine
Sione
him
Vailanu.
Big GoPro on the stick.
Vlogging.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like he did when he was walking around here at Scotland with a GoPro just going around to
Yeah.
randoms.
So, the bit I love from that, I can never remember whether I've told you this story, but when he walked into the Squadcast that time when Fez was on
yeah.
with the GoPro,
Yeah.
we found out afterwards that somehow he'd managed to turn to still photos
So
rather
take
than
photos
video.
of us.
So there's just sideways photos of like the side of your head rather than anything that's actually usable from a video point of view. The stuff he did capture was fantastic. And if you haven't
Yeah.
seen it, go and watch it on YouTube and on social media. But yeah, that was. We've looked at the GoPro. I still have no idea how he did it. So
Yeah.
fair play to Nons for outfoxing technology. Yeah.
Who would you pick tour guide for Glasgow? I'd go local and go Donkey, but
Donkey would be up there. Jamie Batty, I think, would be. I know he's not from Glasgow,
Wombat knows all.
but
the
Wombat would
spots.
know a lot of places.
If someone you knew was coming to Glasgow for the first time, what would you show them? Like the first three things you're showing them.
Woofed.
That's a great question. Botanics would be up there on a summer's day. Botanics,
Yeah, I was going to say, it depends on what day we're
Sweet
talking
bit of
about.
grass.
No, this is a nice bit. Do you count Loch Lomond as Glasgow?
No, I wouldn't. That would
No,
be
I
that would be that would be the
Nah.
countryside.
Yeah, true. But that's a nice spot.
It's lovely. I would take something that would be.
But this is
Big
Glasgow.
So another not Glasgow.
Sitting well away from here. No, I'm trying to think where else. Buchanan Street. So
Yeah,
Buchanan Street and George Square. Like that's just like
yeah.
Good bit of culture there.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. Heaps of culture and
It shouldn't be this hard. That's the thing.
yeah, I know. Ibrox. Take them to Ibrox. Lovely area. Great stadium.
Really?
Where would you take them, being the visitor,
Yeah, what's your thinking?
from your personal experience?
I'm stalling for thinking time in the meantime.
Well, I was trying to get ideas from you guys. To be honest. Yeah, I don't know. Calvin Grove, probably the museum. Walk through there.
Nice.
Kelvin Grove would be up there, I think, for me.
It's quite nice around those parts. Botanics, don't really know. You'd probably just
Well, you
walk
say-
along the river.
Yeah,
Like,
imagine
do a
on
nice
summer,
walk.
like you've never been before in summer. It's like,
Yeah,
it'd be really nice.
Yeah, it would.
but because you've rinsed it and gone like every single day of last summer,
Yeah.
you're like, this is just another bit of grass.
And then probably Ashton Lane.
Nice.
Solid
Keep it
shout.
local.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Only West End, but
keep it
shows how
very
much
West
I
End.
ponder outside of my bubble.
I
But
know. Oh, I don't know. If you're coming over for something like the Barrowlands or King Tut's, would be pretty decent from a gig point of
But
view.
you haven't even
Bit
been
of culture.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh
you,
mate, come on.
Well,
man.
you actually sort of have been there when we had that
What's
end
it-
of
what's it
season Barrowlands.
Big light up sign in the East
We
End.
we had the team social in that the church in the East End,
St Luke's.
St Luke's.
Oh yeah.
So like
yeah,
just
yeah,
that
yeah.
area.
Oh okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I got you.
Ashton
Yeah,
Lane
that's
would be
quite
good.
nice,
I'd agree with Ashton Lane for that. Yeah. And if you've got more travel recommendations, Tom Jordan's social media accounts are all open.
yeah. Please, you need some.
On that, check out the People Make Glasgow website if you need more inspiration. Yeah, on that note, we'll call into this episode of the Squadcast. Very big thanks to TJ for joining us.
Thank you very much.
See you out there next week. Murphy, fingers crossed, see you out there next week as well.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see you back here on the Squadcast next week as well, Warrior Nation. If in the meantime, tickets are still available for the Cardiff game at glasgowwarriors.org. But in the meantime, he's been Tom Jordan, he's been Murphy Walker, I've been Craig Wright, and this has been the Glasgow Warriors Squadcast.